So I don't know if you are as curvy as I am, or should I say a little thickums. Whatever the case is, sometimes we got to do what we need to do. It might be a little nip tuck to go ahead and get that body right, you know. Get that thing all slimmed up. I'm working on my summer body. I'm going to get it next year. Whatever the case is, we going to take you on a ride and find out what all these docs are doing and what the real details is going on for the folks that might have had their booties. You know, the booties was injected with some of that injection juice. Whatever the case is, say, let's go on in here and see what the doctors had to say.
You already know Jazzy McBee, Streets 94.5. Definitely connected to the streets, the voice of the ATL. Middays, 10 a.m., 2 p.m. Make sure you check me out. I mean, I thought it was very interesting because I interviewed the ladies on my show and their stories were so informative because there's a lot going on with, especially, you know, the butt shots and the dark market and everybody want the perfect body. So with them sharing their stories, I think that every woman should listen to it before they consider any type of cosmetic or plastic surgery. My thing is, if you want to feel good about yourself, I don't feel like there's anything wrong with it, you know, but I just say, you know what, you pay for what you get. So spend money on a professional doctor, do your research, and do you if you want to have it done.
You know what, I'm so glad that Lala produced this show because she's educating a lot of women who want to go up under the knife, and it's nothing wrong with having surgery, but make sure you go to a professional because we have a couple women here who's going to tell their story because they did not go to a professional and the results was possibly death. Some women have died going to someone's hotel room to get butt shots to try to look like the next person. But I feel like you are beautiful the way that you are. God made you exactly how you are right now. And I think you should accept that, own that, and be beautiful. And if you don't accept that, go to somebody professional. I am all natural. I never had fake boobs. I never had no lipo. My butt is real. Everything is real. So when my weight goes up and down, everything goes up and down because that's what happens when you have a natural body. I've never considered it. I never wanted to consider it. I mean, like I said, I don't knock who's done it. It's just that I've always felt like I'm beautiful the way that I am. I love my body. You log on to my website, shayjfit.com. I am all natural, baby. Make sure you log on to my Instagram also, which is I am Shay Johnson. What would that show be without Shay Johnson? That's all I will say.
So, you know, I removed my silicone injections publicly and I had surgery and I showed, you know, everything. I mean, people saw the ugly happen, okay? And at the time that they were filming Killer Curves, I had just had my surgery and I could not make the show. I couldn't even walk. I was bedridden. I'm just now, after the past 30 days, really getting back to normal, doing normal things. I don't have anything near what my natural butt was at all. And I have ugly scars. I got this infection called necrosis and it ate away at my tissue down to my muscle. So I don't have anything. I have to wear body shapers and I need revision surgery to remove my scars so I can just be normal. So surgery and necrosis left me disfigured. My social media is at Get Bodied by Jay. My website is getbodybyjay.com. Everything is Get Bodied by Jay. So you guys want more info or to follow my story, check me out.
We doing all of that. You know what? We focus. We is focused around here. Jesus is my protector, and he will give and do all my divisions. Let me tell you something. You better get in the prayer mode. And see, I'm focused. Focus on betterness and greatness. And I'm gonna get me some blessings and some spirit.
I mean, I think it's a needed show. I feel like a lot of people don't have like the knowledge with regard to like body modifications and things like that. And I mean, if you're gonna do things like that, you need to go to like a licensed professional that knows what they're doing. So I mean, just the illegal body enhancement things like that, just hipping people to what's going on. I think this is like a much needed situation. I don't care. I don't care. I just want them to look beautiful. I want them to look good and for as long as possible. So I don't care.
I think it's going to be a pretty good documentary. It's long overdue. Anivia Cruz is my cousin. I'm here to support her, and she had experience with it, so I'm glad she was able to be a part of it. I just think if that's what you're gonna do, you need to get a fat transfer. If that's what you're gonna do, because them injections is not what you want. Because people be dying. People be dying. It's not good.
Yo, so the star of the show just got here, the lovely Miss Olivia. Yeah, she is dressed to the nines, y'all. Y'all see them shoes. Y'all see that good hair. Yeah, she is blessing them one fit at a time. Yes, you see the earrings. They blinging. Oh, them earrings got my eyeballs hurting. Oh, it hit me. Oh, it hit me. Anyway, we are here for Killer Curves Body to Die For, which is on BET, yo. This is a documentary by my girl Lala Anthony. Now, Lala decided she was going to do something different by exposing what's really going on behind the scenes doing plastic surgery. Olivia, how does it feel? How you feeling today?
I feel so good. I fought for this moment for so many years, and it's finally here.
So, you know, a lot of people have had plastic surgery. How does it feel? Because you're putting so much of yourself out there. Are you a little nervous at how people are going to react?
No, I'm not nervous at all. That went away a long time ago. I want this message to get out. I want everyone to understand how important this is, and I hope and pray that you all learn everything you need to from this documentary.
Well, what are some of the things that people should know about plastic surgery? Because, you know, a lot of people are doing it and they really don't know the details that I'm thinking, you know, I'm guessing like the research that they should be doing, you know, that deals with it. So what do you think, or what are some tips that people should do when they want to get plastic surgery?
Well, first of all, this documentary is about the black market world. So if you're going to get any cosmetic procedure, make sure you go to a board-certified plastic surgeon, do your research, go on blogs. Black market is not the way. Your life is so much more important than looking the way you want to look.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Shay,
and I wanted to be one of the girls, and I realized I was short. I was like, I can't be no Tyra Banks with a long leg. So what's next? And there came Pebbles and what's the other girl that was a video vixen? And we see these girls, Buffy. We see Buffy. Now it's the no more Holly Berry. Forget a pretty face. It could be, you could be crazy in a face and it's still the body. It's an insecurity problem because men and women in this society make us feel like we have to be that. Now when we see Chris Brown dates a Karuchi, but he's messing off with a chick like me that's thick, you're like, I don't understand. Now the girl that gets cheated on, that's skinny, wants to be the thick girl because you think that's what your man wants. No, that means that man's not for you, honey. You need to move on. It's an insecurity in society, and it's sad. It's really like, it's the chills. It's sad because I done went through lipo. Oh, you can't see Johnny Blake's knees no more. And I recently got lipo not because of myself, but I got it because society and the country. Social media is a coffin. Social media is a coffin because we put ourselves. It's like you're in a coffin and you're living. And social media just makes sure you just kill yourself and put yourself in a coffin. You get what I'm saying? Like social media will deteriorate your mind, your body, your soul. If you take that away and you do it, I'm not gonna sit here and say, no, you gotta eat healthy now. I'm not judging her because of what her story is. And I respect it to 100%. But for me, when people ask me surgery and stuff, I'm not gonna tell them go to a hotel. I'm gonna tell them the right things to do or the great doctor that I went to. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna sit here and say, don't do it. If you wanna do it for yourself, do it for yourself.
So, Johnny, to stay with that, while there will be people who will say you're part of the problem, what do you have to say?
I am part of the problem. See, I'm a real person. I'm gonna keep it all the way funky. I am part of the problem, and I'm also the problem. I'm also the person that wants to help. So I look like a hypocrite, and I can admit that because half of me, I'm gonna get surgery in 2 months. I'm keeping it all. You see, this is why I don't go on panels. I'm being real, but it's honesty. I'm going to get surgery in 2 months, but it's not because of no dude made me feel bad. It's because I want to look a little bit more cute. You know what I mean? I want to lose a little bit more weight. But don't sit there and do it illegally or the wrong way. Do it the right way.
you're going to look this way. And
Well-
at first, there was some people who said you weren't really owning up to the process that helped you look like this. How did you feel that?
So when I got silicone injections, it was in 2010. Shay, you knew me before butt injections. That's my boo right there. So she knew, I had body already. And she did. That's why I am Get Body by Jay. But it's just, I was going through a down point, and at that time, IG wasn't around. I didn't get on Instagram until 2012. So I was kind of influenced by people around me because I knew a lot of girls that worked in the strip club and waitresses. I used to train almost all of Magic City at one point. So, it was like, if I had a little bit more, but like I said, I wasn't doing that 100%. How I dealt with it is that when I accepted my mistakes and what I had done to myself, then I was able to tell my story. So I started kind of little by little posting on Instagram because people knew. They're not dumb. There was already people that knew or would like try to call me a fraud and this and that, but I never posted my butt and said, hey, get a booty like me, ever. I always told them to be the best them they can be and that their body will never be like anybody else's. I didn't use my body to promote that they can look like me because that was not true. You know what I mean? So when I started telling my story, I was ready for the backlash because I had forgiven myself and I had accepted my wrongs. And that's when I started to be more free in telling. And I was like, I don't care what anybody says, and I'm going to keep pushing my story, and I'm going to keep telling my truth until I die.
As I've listened to women talk, I've come across so many things that I've never heard of in my life. Women have their ribs removed.
Yeah, what?
Rarely. That's not like a common thing.
What doctor would do that? I mean,
Okay, here's the thing. So I don't like when people do that because that's judgment. So I just think there's no one size fits all, and then you don't know what a person's issue is. That's the problem. Everybody dissects everybody apart. Why she don't just take? Because she doesn't want to. She doesn't have to. If she likes how she looks, and you like how she looks, click like on it and keep scrolling. I think we just do so much dissecting of each other. And we need to do more dissecting of ourselves on the inside. That's the problem. We shouldn't be comparing ourselves to other people. We shouldn't be worried about who got this or that. We shouldn't be trying to get no procedure to please no man because he'll cheat on you with somebody with a bigger butt, a smaller butt, somebody that's uglier. He might cheat on you with a man. And they might be cheating on you because you have low self-esteem and people like to be around confident people. So you need to be working on yourself on the inside. When I said the inside, I was talking about your mindset and the way you think of yourself, your esteem. You need to be working on that. And then if you do get a procedure, you actually can be satisfied with it. Because when you're not happy with yourself on the inside, you don't have good self-esteem, then you'll get the procedure and you'll be happy with it for like a couple months, and then all of a sudden, it's not popped out enough. These boobs aren't quite big enough. I want them bigger, I want them bigger, I want them bigger. And you keep getting stuff because you're not fixing the real issue.
We are all beautiful. You are beautiful, you're beautiful, you're beautiful, whether you had surgery or not. Don't let nobody tell you no different. That's just pointless to truth. That makes me really angry when we think that way. So I just want to tell you, y'all cute. I'm lying of everybody saying, I want to tell you guys that as a plastic surgeon, I can tell you, plastic surgery does not fix your problems in life. We are here and we do our profession because we want to make you better. Enhance what you have, but always, always do it in a safe way. Going into a hotel room and getting something injected by somebody you've never met, I consider that a sort of abuse to your own body. Do your research, absolutely. See who can do a good job for you, make you look better, work with what you have, and not make you sick afterwards.
Thank you, Dr. Shay.
Knowing who you are is important, but a lot of times as women or young girls, we don't learn who we are until we're older in life, and then we get wiser and we've been through trials and tribulations. stronger and better people and women and friends and everything. And I just, encourage young girls to not try to be like what they see on Instagram or social media. Be you, be who you are, make yourself a better you. I encourage my 14-year-old daughter all the time. She works out now, she eats right, she's only in 9th grade, and she cheers and she loves it. Before she was not feeling confident about herself, and she started working on eating right. Now she has all the confidence in the world.
If you don't love the skin you're in, you're never going to love the way you look anyway. So you got to love the skin you're in.
And said, Anivia, you need to get in the hospital now. Your kidneys are failing and you're going to die. 65% of my right butt cheek was in.
One day I said to myself, what I'm going through is for a reason. And I had no one, there was no one before me to tell me what had happened, the dangers of this. So I said, you know what? After this, I'm not to go public, so I had a manager at the time, Olivia Santiago right there. And I said, Melinda, you know what, I can't keep this a secret anymore. I believe that my story will help people. And she said, you know what, I believe in it, and your transparency is going to save lives. You're a person that impacts people. So we did our footwork, and she got me on Iyama, and it took me 3 long years to get here right now to get this message out, but we made it.
How do you still remain positive through all of it that you've been through?
It's not about me anymore. It's not about me. I went through that for a purpose. If I didn't go through that to be able to share my story, another woman that is not as strong as me would have had to go through it, and she would have died.
Miss Salazar-Butler. How you know that? Hey, fabulous baby. It's not really a question, but it's more of a comment, concern. Okay, so Sydney explained in the show that a lot of this derived originally from transgenders. And I'm so glad that the show talked about video vixens. We saw a change and a shift in culture with augmentation, whether it was black market or not. When it started with the Melissa Fords, when it started with those trendsetters of the Buffy the Body. And honestly, it all derived from a deeper narrative, which came from transgenders. Because of a body dysmorphia, because of women who had to have, at any means necessary, a change in the physical exterior at any cost necessary. And honestly, doctors, board certifications or not, were not going to work on transgender patients, as myself, because of all the things that transpired, and it was such a deeper narrative. So a lot of the women came to us because they saw a beautiful, voluptuous shape, because they saw this beautiful, gorgeous girl that was a woman of color. And we are one of the most sought out girls when it comes to a look and aesthetics, because we have to change our body, right? To assimilate what our minds say. Our minds say that we are women, say that we are girls. So we have to do whatever it takes to get the body to reflect. So a lot of women, especially in the stripper entertainment business, came to us, and we spread word of mouth information that also caused a lot of girls to die, to have these complications. And at that cost, honestly, is what started the brink in the era of the butt shots. And in my opinion, personally, your story is amazing. I know so many girls that died on the table, literally on the table. And your story is so amazing because you're still here able to literally stand, walk, and talk, and advocate for women in general. It doesn't matter about your gender, it doesn't matter where you come from, because we all aspire to be the best selves that we want to be. And if you don't see the beauty within yourself, then your body can't reflect. It's deeper when it comes to trans, but when it comes to women in general, I blame a lot of influences between society and social media.
We got one more? Okay, one more. Okay,
I just want to say one thing. As a society, we have to stop sexualizing our women.
Yes. Yes.
The whole psyche that is something wrong in my head, it's me, because I've gone through this myself personally. You have to stop sexualizing women. Men, women, movies, TV, social media. We have to stop sexualizing ourselves, okay? There was a time when Olivia was beautiful and she had on boys' clothes.
Yeah.
And we still hold her to this certain standard. And left eye. And left eye, yes. Yes. So we have to stop doing that. And I feel like when you came to me with this, I felt it was so important because we are at this place in the world that we can go left or we can go right. We are all of a certain age and there's another generation coming behind us, right? So if we don't do better, they're not going to do better. I don't have no babies yet. But when I do, my daughter is not going out with a crop top, lipstick, and, no, that's not what we're doing. You're about to be a little girl because you're 10. So when we stop doing it, it's not going to continue this negative cycle. And I really hope everybody who is still here understands that it starts with us first. Just because your booty ain't as big as you want it to be, and your boobs ain't, I get it. And I'm not opposed to plastic surgery. I like to go to plastic surgery.
Oh, I'm all for it. Just do it the right way.
Yeah, I'm all for it. If that's what you're going to do it the right way. But when you do it for the right reason. And I know it's hard to determine what the right reason is. But don't do it because you feel like it's going to get me a man.
Right.
Or I'm going to get more money. Do it because, hey, you just want a bigger booty because you want your jeans to fit. Or you want it, hey, I got a boob reduction because my back hurt. That was my breast surgery. That was my plastic surgery. You know what I mean? That was for me personally. So I'm sorry to rant, but it just really bothers me because I feel like as a society, we sexualize our women. And until we stop doing that, this type of stuff, there'll be more people that are dying. There'll be more children that are going to these hotels and doing stuff because they're emulating us.
Yep, I love it. One last thing just to kind of piggyback on that. Like she said, we have to stop sexualizing our women, but like you said, it starts with us first because a lot of times we'll do it to ourselves. And it's like, we'll go out and do things just to get a man's attention. And, there's nothing wrong with getting attention, but my thing is, if you like dressing sexy or you like dressing nice, do it for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Do it because you feel good, not for likes. I say people that all the time, like we would do anything for just likes on Instagram, and that's the validation.
And at the end of the day, let's lift each other up as women. Yes. Stop competing against one another. Stop bashing one another because men don't care about none of that stuff that we're sitting worried about. They don't care about if you overweight. They don't care about if you whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because I got cheated on. You know what I'm saying? With somebody who looked way worse than me. So it don't matter about none of that. So love yourself no matter what you're looking like. Okay.
For supporting Anivia, this show, Pillar Cards. I'm sure they'll play it again, watch it, take this, tell a friend about a friend, and we just appreciate you all. And I appreciate you ladies. I appreciate you.
And I appreciate you more than anything. You are the best publicist. I'm so happy I hired you.
We are here with Anivia. We getting ready to ask her some questions, y'all. I was so intrigued by tonight's documentary. Shout out to my girl Lala Anthony. She did her thing. I was like, damn, was that really happening? So I'm gonna ask. I got some questions for her. I got some good questions that we gonna ask Miss Anivia. What the mountain? Okay, we are here. Now look, I just got through watching your documentary. I'm so in shock. She out here blessing me. Oh, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Look, she don't want to do that. She don't want to do that. But look, man, you just changed my life. I'm sitting here in shock. And it's like, first off, I want to so congratulate you because, so many people are going through things. You never know what a person is going through. And what was one of the hardest things that you dealt with? You know, now that you just saw this, because we just saw this, we was like, oh my God, yo. If you watch the documentary, during the documentary, she tells you that at one point you could put your fist through her womb. Like, what was that like? How was that feeling? Like, could you just tell the people just a little bit of how hard it was, and what were you dealing with mentally with that?
The hardest part about it was I had no doctor to save me or correct me. So you never know what it is to face death until you are sitting at death's door. I thought this was the end of my life. Like, this was it. Like, I was gonna die. And no emotion can ever explain it. But it was just that will to live and that will to just fight. Like, I'm not gonna die like this. This is not the end of my story. And I'm not gonna let anybody else die like this. And I fought. And that's why we here.
Right, and you looking so good, so healthy in her energy, y'all. I don't know if you know, I'm all about my energies. And you know, I love when she gives off good energy, and the blessing about what you're doing is you changing lives. So I just have to commend you with that. She just touched my heart. She touched me right here. Y'all don't need to know my testimony. I ain't gonna tell y'all now. I'm gonna tell y'all when my book come out. Okay. Well, right, we're gonna have it. Ain't coming out now. It ain't coming out now. Don't get too excited.
Get it out though.
Right, but if you could tell anybody just anything, you know, for them to walk away with, what do you want these young women, young men, transgenders, just anyone to walk away with? What is one thing that you really want them to walk away with?
The most important thing and the most beautiful thing that I have gained in my life is knowing why I'm here. And so many people live and don't know their purpose on why they're here. So instead of focusing on what you want your body to look like and what you want things to look like, start to focus on maybe why it looks like that. Maybe your nostrils are a little bigger because your sinus cavity is smaller and you can't breathe so well. Or maybe your ears are bigger because your eardrum is small and you can't hear so well. So if you start to get to the core of why you're created the way you're created, and that will get you to the core of why you're here. Find your focus and purpose on being alive, and stop focusing on what you look like to everyone else. Find your focus and find your purpose on this earth. Dig deep, find yourself, and just dig within. Love yourself, please, and cherish your life. You only get one.
Yo, I would be so wrong. Do you know if somebody is trying to get help, what could they do? You know, because there's so many people that probably are dealing with this. They don't know how to deal. They don't know what to do. What would you suggest them do?
Come to my Instagram, go to my DMs. They are always private. They are always open. I may not be able to get back to you right away, but I answer every single DM. Don't hit me up trying to take me on a date. But if you need me, if you need help, reach out to me. And I know a lot about a whole lot of doctors. My DMs are always open. It's at Anivia Cruz, and that's all my social medias.
Well, y'all heard it here. Y'all heard it first. Yo, make sure y'all support my girl. Make sure y'all hit her on Instagram, IG. She working on some other big blessings. Yo, whatever it is, make sure you follow me.
And stay tuned for Scar Tissue, my book.
Right, you heard her. You heard it first right here. Right, that blessing, that book and that movie. That movie coming too, right?
I got an offer.
Right, well, we got a blessing. All right, we're going to go ahead and take it.